One of the biggest challenges we are currently facing right now is climate change, but some people don't know that, so let's go ahead and talk about the cause and effects of climate change. Climate change refers to long-term shifts in temperatures and weather patterns. These shifts may be natural, such as through variations in the solar cycle, but since the 1800s, human activities have been the main driver of climate change, primarily due to burning fossil fuels like coal, oil, and gas. The first cause of climate change is the factory industry. The factory industry produces emissions from burning fuels to produce energy. Machines used in these factories often run on gas, and some materials used like plastics are made from chemicals sourced from fossil fuels. The second cause in the change in our climate is transportation. Most vehicles run on fossil fuels, and that makes transportation a major contributor of greenhouse gases, especially carbon dioxide emissions. Road vehicles account for the largest part due to the combustion of petroleum-based products, and it accounts for nearly 1/4 of global carbon dioxide emissions. Next up is cutting down forests. Cutting down forests to create farms or for other reasons causes emissions, since trees, when they are cut, release the carbon they have been stored. Each year, approximately 12 million hectares of forest are destroyed. Destroying them also limits nature's ability to keep emissions out of the atmosphere. Now moving on to the effects of climate change. First is the hotter temperature. As the greenhouse gas concentrations rise, so does the global surface temperature. And with the rising of temperature, this leads to our second effect, the melting of ice sheets. The ocean level rises and could potentially cause a specific species to die. Wait, that means our seafood would be limited. Yes, climate change can also affect our basic needs. It could drastically bring the food supply down by a huge amount, affecting everyone on Earth. After knowing the causes and effects of climate change, let me show you the ways on how you can lessen your carbon emissions. First is to use practical transportation ways. We can reduce emissions by shifting to alternative techs that either don't need gas or don't need as much, like bicycles and electric cars. Secondly is to conserve energy. Replacing incandescent light bulbs with LED bulbs that use less electricity is a great start. You could also help lessen your consumption by turning the devices off when not needed. Lastly, of course, is to protect our plants and trees and repopulate them. We can also take action to increase the amount of carbon dioxide we take out of the air by planting, because plants not just produces oxygen but also increases the number of carbon sinks. I hope everyone is now aware of the causes and effects of climate change. So what are you waiting for? Let's all help each other rebuild our home together.